Good afternoon. This has been a day to rejoice in. All right, gotta adjust this wig. And Bella's here with me. And we had such a good time today we made an estate sale. And also there was a yard sale at a school that had teenagers. They were raising funds for something. And I met a bunch of girls and guys. And I said, y'all watch TikTok? Yes, we're all on TikTok. I said, so am I. I'm Grandma Lois. And they said, where you at? Where you at? So they got their phones out and they looked me up. They said, you got 60,000 subscribers? I said, yes, I have. But I'll tell you the truth, I know good and well most of them don't look, but once in a while. But that's all right. Let them check in whenever they want to. They're TikTokers. They're a different bunch. They're a different breed, but I love them. So anyway, we just had fun. We went to an estate sale, and I found some more vintage hats and earrings. These are vintage. I didn't get them today, but I got these at the thrift store down from the high school. So this truly is the day that the Lord has made, and the sun is shining, the storms are over. And I want to show you this hat I got today. I got a stack of them. Let me show something else. I'm going to show it to you. Well, that's not my hat right now. But I met a young woman when I was at the estate sale. And she does Kentucky crafts on YouTube. Can you imagine? And she's got like 3,000 something subscribers just showing her crafts. She's a very gifted young lady. And right here she is. Her name is Sandy. And she said, I said, I want your picture. So, Kentucky Crafter. Look her up and you may learn to do something you never did before. Kentucky Crafters. I looked at them and I thought, that girl is gifted. We just had the best time eating. But those hats, vintage hats, I got a stack of them. So reasonable. And Bella's right here with me. I was just talking. I got that girl's phone number, and I called her. And we just chatted a while about YouTube because she knows a lot more about it than I do. We don't want her to take 967 Andy's place, though, do we? He's my helper. But here's the one that I really like, and I'll be showing you others later. See this one? Now, you can tell that's vintage, can't you? And see that little veil right there? See that little veil? See that? Let's see if you can see it. There, you can see it against... I want to figure out how this goes. I bet you this wasn't made in China. Let me turn my light on and see where it was made, what the name of it is. Upside down. Union made goody gumdrop. That's all it says. Anyway, I'm going to put it on. I'm not Abraham Lincoln, am I? Did Abraham Lincoln have a hat like this? All of a sudden, that reminded me of Abraham Lincoln. You TikTokers know I'm silly, but I have fun. Grandmas can be silly if they want to. That did look like Abraham Lincoln. I could wear this one to church. Couldn't I, Bella? Look here. How you like this hat? There's her tail up in there. There's not a whole lot you can do with this one. But it's got style. But this is what they wore in the 1920s and 30s. You can see them on them old movies. And I saw some the other day in an old movie. James likes old black and white movies. And I watch them sometimes. Maybe I can improve this one. Tie me a scarf around it. You know what? I think that helps it. I'm fixing my own hat for a derby day. There we go. That relieves the blackness. Don't you think so, Bella? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Look around here and talk to everybody. So we just had a good time. I found the nicest, I don't have it with me, set of knives, spoons, and forks. Maybe I can show you tomorrow. And they were just so pretty. So they're still out in the van. And my vintage earrings are still out in the van. We're at my house right now. Well, James took a load of stuff over to one of his houses. And me and the cat are here by ourselves. And I had some coffee left over from McDonald's. And I'm enjoying it. But all those kids that watch TikTok, I'll just take that off. I like it right like that. It's got a bow right there, and then it's got this veil. Now, back in the 1950s, when I went to California, I took a hat with me that had a veil. And, you know, my first husband, if you will watch my AWOL husband, number one went AWOL 2 times. And two times, and he hitchhiked from California all the way from San Diego, California to New Albany, Indiana one time, him and another guy. He told me that one time a guy had a gun and picked him up, and they rode with him, and it was so scary. But they made it safe home. And anyway, in 1950s, you wore a hat, and it always had a veil that come down like this. So when I would go on base to talk to the head people, what am I going to do now? Because when I got there, I didn't know what to do. I just went to the base and said, where can I get housing? What can I do now? And they would say, little lady, here I'm 19 years old. And you know, they all helped me. One of them helped me get an apartment the very same day. We got an empty place. It had bed and a stove and table and chairs. All I needed was covers and dishes. And the Lord just went before me and made the crooked places straight for sure. And when I was chatting on phone with Sandy, the Kentucky crafter, who has a YouTube channel, she's going to be pleased with this. I told her, I said, honey, I'll shout you out because I believe you are a fine young woman and you got a lot of talent. And she really does. And I found her. No, I didn't. Excuse me, Lord, for taking credit, because he goes before us and directs our path. And that's how comes I met Sandy with Kentucky Crafters. I'm 90 years old, children, and having fun. So anyhow, the Lord directed me to meet her, and he has been directing my path. And we're getting over Tommy's funeral now, and I, of course, didn't remember what all I said when I got up. And so Tommy Charles Ayers, you can get it at Newcomers Funeral Home in New Albany, Indiana. And so this morning early, I watched it, and I told how Tommy and I used to go to eat in down Corden and have fish, and we loved going running around together after his wife passed away. And his funeral was there on YouTube. Well, it's not YouTube. They publish it. They stream it for about a month. So one guy from down Lexington said he watched it, and he appreciated it because it wasn't full of hellfire and brimstone. I thought that was a good comment. No, we talked about how wonderful the heritage is that we know the Lord. And we're very thankful to know Jesus Christ as our personal Savior. And most of the family knows him. There were some there that did not. But, you know, living it in front of people does more a lot of times than just preaching, honestly. So I love y'all, and I'm going to shut up for now. And I had a great time today, and I hope y'all had a great time. So y'all walk that path where Jesus Christ would be pleased with you. Bye-bye. God bless you.